All right, guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about heart rate variability, what it is, how I test it, and why I use it. So I thought I would show you just kind of my routine. Heart rate variability is essentially the change in frequency of your heartbeats. Now, you may think, well, my heart beats at 60 beats per minute, and so that's one every second. But if you really get particular about measuring the time between those beats, your heart is actually a good healthy heart will actually change that time. So it may be slower than a second, from one beat to the next, and then the next beat it may be a little faster than a second. And it's going to change, or it should change, very regularly. So that's variability. But what you'll notice is that people who are less healthy, people who are sick or getting sick, people who are overtrained or not resting well enough, one of the first things that you can pick up on is a decrease in your heart rate variability, and that'll let you know things aren't going well. So it's something I monitor every day, particularly first thing when I wake up, but then sometimes I'll use it after certain workouts, or I'll just check it at other times. Maybe a few months ago I started to notice, before I even felt anything, I started to notice that my heart rate variability was going down, and I wasn't sure exactly why. My training hadn't really changed. Well, it took about 3 days, but then I started feeling pretty sick. I ran a fever for, a number of days, and my immune system was obviously down. So my heart rate variability, if I'd been conscious of that, actually was kind of giving me the heads up that, that again, I wasn't quite up to par. Anyways, I use a free app. It's called Elite HRV. I will show it to you right here. That one, Elite HRV. It's free, and you can download it to your phone, and then it will sync up to a Bluetooth heart rate monitor. So you can get that for free. It'll ask you some questions. You set it up. It's super easy to use. Once you go inside, there's kind of a home screen. It says I'm on a 2-day streak. I missed a day a few days ago over the holidays. And it'll kind of give you some stats and whatnot. And then you can also go to a couple other screens, and it will show you some weekly insights, readiness trends, so you can see the days I actually read. I missed Sunday and Friday actually, and some recent entries which you can click on to get more data from that particular day. Anyways, it also has things in there where you can type in stuff about your sleep. So what I'll do is first thing in the morning when I get up, I turn my phone on. I usually keep it in airplane mode while I'm asleep, so I turn the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth back on, and I will grab my heart rate monitor, which is just a polar heart rate monitor. You can order these online, they're super cheap, but notice there underneath it says Bluetooth. So make sure that it's Bluetooth, because most of the time these are going to come with like a little watch, and they'll just connect to that watch to give you information, but you need this to connect to the Elite HRV or whatever heart rate variability app that you're using. So I'll put this on in bed before getting out of bed, and you'll want to make sure they're kind of like right up at your sternum, and of course that needs to be on skin, so make sure that you're not trying to do it over a shirt or something. And then actually I keep this little jar right here of water in my nightstand, because you'll need to lubricate your skin so that the heart rate monitor can get a good read there. So I'll put my heart rate monitor on the chest strap. I'll just wet a few of my fingers and wet the contact, and then I'll pull out my phone. I'll go to the home screen. It will actually prompt me to take my morning readiness reading, and it will just connect to that chest strap. I'll say go. And then you just lay there you can set the time anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes or so. I think I usually do about 3 minutes while it takes that reading. And it'll give you the readout, and it'll tell you kind of what your heart rate variability score is. Now, initially you'll do a number of readings so it can get kind of a baseline for you. But then eventually you will kind of just have your baseline, and it'll be comparing your baseline to that. If your numbers or your averages change over an extended period of time, then it will change that baseline for you. Anyways, that's mainly it. While it's doing that reading in those few minutes, I'll go in there and I will rate the quality of my sleep. I'll put the duration of my sleep. It was, I got 6 hours of sleep, or I got 8 or 9 hours of sleep, and how I felt. Just to have those in there, and it will track all that, so you can kind of compare with your heart rate variability. But that's pretty much it. And then once it's done, I take the chest strap off, put it back in my nightstand with the water and whatnot, and we're good to go. Now, the good thing about these Bluetooth chest straps is that you can also connect that to whatever app you want on the phone. So I use it for my exercise as well, because then I can connect it to my GPS, and it'll monitor my heart rate, my intensity, my distance, and all that sort of stuff. But that's another story. So that's really all you need. That's heart rate variability. Great thing for you to use. Super easy. Anybody can do it on their own, and very insightful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or maybe there's something I forgot to mention that'd be good for everybody to know. But that's just kind of how I do it.